So this is my second video on the wisdom of Fyodor Dostoevsky, the renowned Russian novelist and philosopher, who was always exploring the deep questions of what is the meaning of life in his work. I've always greatly valued his deep dives into morality, free will, and the human condition. In this series, we're exploring some of his quotes and the wisdom behind them. Today, I want to talk about his famous quote, "I gave up caring about anything, and all the problems disappeared." What did Fyodor mean by this? Well, I've been thinking about it for a little bit, and I really feel that what he was trying to express here is the sense of liberation you get when you free yourself of the burden of worldly concern. I mean, today we have people who are trying to actively practice this. There's feng shui, there's minimalism. There are people, because of the economy, who are learning to do extreme budgeting, go down to just the basics in their house. I did the thing, I don't know what it's called, where you walk around in your house and you ask yourself, do I really need this thing? I did that a while back, and I cleared out so much clutter, things I wasn't using. But I don't think I went far enough, if I'm being very honest. I held on to some things for sentimental value that really don't have much worth. So I may do this again. But I think all the religions in the world have wisdom based around freeing ourselves from attachment, freeing ourselves from specific outcomes or worries. We humans, we want to control the future so bad. We want to predict it. We want to worry about it. And it does us no good. And all it does is give us anxiety and stress. The future is coming. We don't know what it is. And it's going to happen. So the only real choice we have is to find meaning in the now and derive our happiness from that. Now, a lot of people would then ask me, well, how do I do that? I think the only way you can really accomplish it is by practicing ultimate gratitude. You have to look around at what things are good in your life and start there. If you have sight, be grateful for sight. If you have the ability to walk, be grateful that you can walk. Everything that you have in your life that you're taking for granted, there's someone out there who will be willing to pay anything to have it. Just think about that for a moment. There are people who would do anything to be able to get up out of the bed and walk without pain, or even to walk at all. There are people who would give anything to just be able to breathe on their own or see clearly, be able to exist without suffering, be able to eat good food, listen to good music, hang out with good people. And here we are worried about silly things like how many likes we have on a comment, how many views we have on our channels, what our boss thinks of us, why she didn't go out with me, why he doesn't look at me the way I want him to. And I don't mean to downplay anybody's concerns, but I mean to downplay all of our concerns, especially in our Western society, which tells us things of so very little meaning are meaningful. No, they're not. If you have life and you have breath in your body and your heart pumps blood, then you are blessed. Doesn't mean that we shouldn't strive to improve our positions. Doesn't mean that some of us aren't in horrible, abusive situations that we need to immediately exit as best we can. We're all going to deal with suffering, but only we have the ability to respond to that suffering. So it's our responsibility to take care of it. No one's coming to save us. So be grateful and take action. I don't know. I'm just kind of deep in my thoughts right now, listening to the wind blowing outside on this sleepy, cold Saturday morning, where 49 years ago, my mother brought me kicking, bloody, and screaming into the world. Happy birthday, Mike. Sometimes you think too deeply. Then you get on the internet and tell everybody as if they care. I don't know. Thank you, and have a wise day.